That's right, Ether, we're here. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo Esports podcast. This is episode 404 for the week of August 24th, 2020. That's how this week's episode is. Page not found.
Hey.
My name is Josh, a.k.a. JK Fire. This week I'm joined by the man in the business polo, Will, a.k.a. I am Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you doing on this Monday evening?
I'm doing all right, sir. A little tired. Quack says, why does Will look overdressed? Because I'm still in my work shirt, all right? I changed today. I said, screw it.
I respect that.
But yeah, new schedule at work. I start at 6 a.m. and work like 8 to 9 hours, and whenever done, and I'm not used to it yet, so I'm tired.
Will's having fun, guys.
Yeah,
he's having a good time.
Anyway, how are you?
I'm getting over a sickness. Get down with the sickness, and I got down with it last night. We'll say that it was rough. This morning I woke up and that fucking shit. This congestion really fucking sucks. So we're hanging in there. Silver Fox, will this be changed to not HCS Pro Talk after Worlds? No, it'll still be HCS Pro Talk. Silver Fox, we'll still be doing the thing. We'll still be here every week. There'll still always be something to talk about, so do not worry about that. We will be here. It'll be happening. And yeah, you're welcome, John, for doing the 404 message. When I was writing the show notes this afternoon, it wasn't even this morning. That's how fucked up I've been today. This afternoon, as I was writing them, I typed out 404, and I'm like, wait a second. That's the thing. That's the error message. And so like I have to do it. I have to do it. You know? So here we are. I did it. I think that's enough accomplishment for today, Will. I think we can call it right there.
All right, sounds good.
Well, hey, how fitting would it be that we had episode 404 just be like an error show and we actually don't do the show. We just cut out right here like that.
Episode not found.
That's right. Episode not found. All right. Will, do you want notes on this week's episode of the show?
What do we have this week, Josh?
Did you get the joke for the episode title? Yeah, I wrote that out there. So
you did. It's in the show notes.
Oh my God, dude. I told you, it's been a day. The LVT Halo Pro League LAN teams have been confirmed. The last chance qualifier for Worlds officially returns, and teams continue to put in practice ahead of Charlotte. So without further ado, I got to give a shout out here to Beth with the 64-month resub. You get a woo! Thank you so much for the resub. Nintendo 64! That's my literal first thought when I saw that.
I love how you were worried about your voice before the show, and you've screamed twice already.
Oh, trust, it's not that though. It's that feeling like I'm so plugged up in here that I'm like this the whole time, because that's what it is. I'm telling you, man. If you pay close enough attention, that's what it fucking sounds like. People are gonna go back and listen to the audio version of this. They'll be like, man, Josh sounds kind of fucked up. It's like, yeah, it's exactly what it feels like too. Competitive news, bitch. A little peek in Halo 5 development, Will. This is for you. This is for you right here.
For me.
This is for you. But before it gets to you, Hardy with the 9-month resub, you get a woo! Thank you so much for the resub. Greatly appreciated. Welcome back. So this is by Ghost Sayami. He states, there were Guardian and Narrows remakes completely finished, ready to ship post-launch Halo 5, maybe 2017, but they shelved them for Infinite. The original artist, I'm abbreviating to ACM, worked tirelessly to recreate them, even down to the non-playable spaces like the wheel under Narrows. It was a true Halo fan level of detail that I will never forget. I am still genuinely bitter that no one ever got to see them, let alone play them. They were shelved because it didn't make sense to leadership to push out new maps 3 years after launch, so they instead wanted to save them for Infinite content. They were done, yes, but regardless, the QA process is one of the cheaper parts of AAA FPS level design.
One, for me personally,
I already have a feeling where you're going to go with this.
Look, the artist, the love they put into these maps, great to see, right? It's like you said, like the amount of detail, incredible.
Yes.
However, I'm glad I didn't have to play Narrows and Guardian again.
That was the take I was waiting for right there.
More remakes. That's all we get.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Knowing that we're still getting, and Smiley, I promise I'll get to you in just a minute.
Yeah. Hardy. Hardy.
Yeah, I got Hardy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Got to sniff in here for a minute. Oh, the fucking sound like this still. So, I do find it cool, regardless of my opinion on the live service content that Infinite's done over the years. I do find it cool that we're still getting things, even though I wish like, oh, this should have been here at launch. I am one of those people that wish we had everything at launch and they were adding new stuff, like genuinely new things as time goes on. The Mutilator it's new. It's a brand new thing. Yes, it kind of takes a hodgepodge of a couple different weapons and smashes them together, but it is a new thing, right? And we've never had that before in the Halo universe. That's cool. The Carbine coming back. Yeah, I wish it was there at launch. It's here now. What are you going to do? So there's a give and take. So just knowing, Will, that there was that opportunity to get new content in the game, like in 5, as much of a 5 hater that I feel that I am myself, I think it kind of would have been cool if we got quote unquote new things that far down after launch. I think that'd be kind of nice, but whatever. What are you going to do?
Yeah. I think these remakes would be fine if they launched with the game.
Sure.
I think the fact that they come out afterwards, it feels like, oh, we are just getting another remake, not something new.
Or even like just if they wanted to do like the throwback playlist, right?
Yeah.
And you want to do an event like that, having a throwback playlist and then introducing all of those throwback maps at one time. That'd be a cool thing. But I agree with you. Like, yeah, we have Forge for a reason. Hardy says, and again, Smiley, I'll get to you in just a moment, I promise. Hardy says, I respect that was the logic, but where was that logic now when replacing 2 fan-appreciated maps modes, Streets Ball and Solitude King in replacement for Lattice King, holds the ball 2 months before the end of the foreseeable HCS. Strongholds and ball 2 months before the end of the foreseeable HCS. Math ain't mathin'. Hardy, I don't necessarily disagree with you in that sense because I am pissed that they took Streets Oddball out. I think Streets Oddball, I mean, I've said it week over week now since the announcement came out. Like it's arguably my favorite map mode in the game. And yeah, I think it's really stupid that they took it out, frankly. Solitude King, I'm of the, like, I don't like Solitude, but again, that's a me problem, right? So as somebody who doesn't like Solitude, I'm more indifferent for that one being removed. But Streets Oddball, I'm like, what the fuck, guys? I thought the point was to add an additional Oddball map, not to add it and then take another one away. We only had, 2 to begin with? Like, what are we doing? So, I thought that was dumb. Smiley with the 5 fucking gifted, you get a woo, 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 woo! Thanks so much, Smiley. Greatly appreciated as always. Yeah. Will, anything you wanted to add? I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, we do have 3 oddball maps now,
Yes.
Wi-Fi or Recharge and Lattice, but...
And I'm sorry, by the way. I got that wrong.
Oh, I got it wrong last week. I remember talking about it. I said 2 as well. So, but yeah, why not keep Streets in there as another option? It doesn't make sense to me. I get like the pros have also mentioned, they have so many maps and modes to scrim now, but as a spectator and just what we've experienced with this game, I feel it was strange to take it out.
And maybe this is taking a step too far, but like and I don't know if anybody's really given this kind of take yet, but if they were in the meetings, right, and they're like, oh, we have to remove an oddball, like we're adding lattice oddball, we have to remove another one. What does everybody want removed? And again, maybe I'm faded here, but like I would argue, I don't like recharge ball very much. I would have rather had recharge ball out than streets oddball in a heartbeat. But maybe that's just me. Like I'm just putting that out there into the world. I don't know. But again, I didn't want one I didn't want one taken out anyway. But like the fact that they agreed upon streets oddball when, like you said, Will, like the pros out there being like, why the fuck did we do that? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. This is feeling like, and again, I don't want to necessarily like act like I'm throwing somebody under the bus or throwing anybody under the bus, but this genuinely is feeling like the streets oddball removal and the camo change to 45 seconds. These are feeling like Quinn Del Hoyo changes. Like we're changing these things because we want to, not because we talk to anybody about it. And it hurts more because of that. Like I really do feel like, Will, and correct me if I'm wrong, right? But it feels like we were at a specific cadence, not great by any means, but it felt like we were at a specific cadence that these updates were coming out and there was more positivity around them than negativity, I guess you could say. Mm-hmm. With like the sniper changes and the reticle stuff and all these things, so on and so forth. I felt like we were at a point in time with this game, maybe 4 years too late, but I felt like we were at this point in the game now where changes were coming. And yes, some people would have negative things to say. Nothing was perfect, but I felt like we were in a better state then than we are now.
Yeah, I understand that sentiment. And I think the thing with like the camo update, it feels like shoehorned in, like it was out of nowhere, right? Yeah. There was, again, we talked about this last week, so I don't want to spend too long on it.
Sure, please. I'm sorry.
It really felt like the camo update was, oh, people are saying it's too easy to see and they're dying with it really quickly or shouldn't be dying. Well, so let's make it longer because it's too hard to change the visibility. Let's give them something for a bigger benefit with camo of like staying alive with it and getting away.
Yeah.
When really it kind of just breaks the flow of the game. Mm-hmm. Anyway,
I'm with you. And again, like I mentioned, this feels like a Quinn Del Hoyo moment. Like for those that remember Halo 5 at its beginning, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And this truly does feel like, yeah, we got feedback. What? Because it clearly feels like a lot of the pros out there, at least the ones that want to be vocal about it, are like, what the fuck is this? And Bound, I didn't include it in the show notes. I should have. Bad host here. Bound put out a tweet, Will, that was like, anybody that, I'm going to paraphrase here, but it's like anybody that's actually good at this game, did anybody want this change?
Yeah.
Like the camo change. And like the people were replying no, obviously, and whatnot, but it's things like that. I'm like, what the fuck? Who said yes to that? I just, whatever. And Smiley, yes, you will have a hug at Worlds, I promise. Do not worry about that. Ronan, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Hopefully that's a bad thing, and I hope you feel better too. I hope you feel better soon as well. Weasel, I tend to agree, man. I tend to agree. I love Streets Ball. All right, let's move on. LVT Halo Pro League LAN information. This is by LVT Halo. They state, the LVT Halo Pro League in partnership with Shopify Rebellion LAN Finale, September 12th through the 14th, 2025. What's up, Uncle Josh? Welcome back.
No.
The LAN is in Los Angeles, California, at the Shopify Rebellion headquarters based there. They also have one in Canada, but this is the one based in the U.S. A $50,000 prize pool, 6 pro teams in person on LAN. That includes Optic, FaZe, Shopify, Envy, SSG, and Complexity. And that was based off seeds as they were at the time of the tweet coming out. That's not necessarily how the seeds are going to end up. But those are the 6 teams that are officially invited. Yes, that does mean that TSM and Omit are out. They did not qualify, so there you go. This is going to be casted on LVT Halo by LVT Halo, and it will not, again, I repeat, this LAN will not be open to the general public. Okay? Spectator tickets will not be going on sale. They will not have any of that. It is a private LAN. It will be casted. It will be streamed. It'll be available for you, but you will not be able to attend it in person. And just so it's understood, like that was mentioned at the very beginning, right? This is not new information. Okay. Mm-hmm. This is clarified information. So again, there you go. Ronan says top 8 finish pretty good for Omit. Oh shit. That's good. That's good. Next up, the stage is set for Worlds qualification. This is by the HCS. Will, you had asked a week or two ago, do we know if we're going to have the last chance qualifier like we did at the last event last year? Is that going to take place again? Well, Will, as of today, yeah, that is going to be happening. Here's your information. The Charlotte 2025 4v4 tournament format will feature an open bracket of 64 teams, or I should say up to 64 teams. The top 4 will advance to pool play. The pool play will include 16 teams. Fourth in pools are eliminated from the tournament as usual. Unfortunate, but as usual. Champ bracket will be 12 teams, double elim best of 5, and grand finals best of 7. And the Halo World Championship last chance qualifier will feature 8 teams, where 4 will qualify for the Halo World Championship. Okay? So there will be 8 teams in the last chance qualifier, the top 4 of which will qualify for Worlds. Championship bracket. The champ bracket is where the best of the best will clash for their share of $250,000 and a paid trip to Worlds. 12-team double elim. The top 8 will qualify for the Halo World Championship, and they will be the top 8 seeds, obviously. Seeds 1 through 8 will go to the top 8 teams that place at Charlotte. Okay? What's up, Fame? How's it going? Thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome to the show. Halo World Championship qualification. The final 8 seeds will be rewarded as follows. Okay? Because again, Worlds will have 16 teams total. The first 8 are the top 8 from Charlotte. Okay? The final 8 will be rewarded as follows. Seeds 9 through 12 will be the top 4 highest HCS points following the Charlotte Major. And that's global points, by the way. That's not region locked. Okay? That's important. That is very, very important. And then the 13th through 16 seeds will be the winners of the last chance qualifier. Okay? So the last chance qualifier will include your bottom 4 seeds for Worlds. Speaking of the last chance qualifier, 8 teams will vie in the last chance qualifier for the final 4 Halo World Championship seeds live Saturday night in Charlotte. 4 matches. Win, and you're in. Okay? So there will only be 4 matches. This is not round robin. This is not pools for these 8 teams or anything like that. You win the match that you play, you qualify for Worlds. The Halo World Championship Last Chance qualifier will feature all Charlotte pool play teams that do not qualify for Worlds via the top 8 placing or being top 4 in global points. Okay? And the remaining seeds will go to the highest placing Charlotte open bracket teams. The 13 through 16 seeds will be determined by the total points if the teams are from the same region, and global points if they're from different regions. So again, if only North American teams are the teams that qualify, it'll go based off of that region's points, okay? Because that is the only thing that makes sense. But let's say a Mind Freak qualify. Let's say an Akave qualify. Then it's not strictly based off the points in their region. It's based globally. Okay? Will, what are your thoughts here, man?
Oh, glad to see the last chance qualifier back. I think it gives players who may be on the AM side of things a chance to make it to Worlds. I believe we saw it last year with Dark Inside.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be great if another kind of, I don't want to say an upset, but we see some talent showcased in the last chance qualifier, that moves on to Worlds.
I mean, shit, Will, we see we have a Piggy situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have a Piggy situation where, correct me if I'm wrong, but he was on that Dark Inside roster.
He was.
They qualify for Worlds. Obviously didn't get a placing that they wanted, but now you look at Piggy, right? He's on an arguable top 4 roster in the league right now. And you're right. It's giving those opportunities. And not only that, but the thing that really hits this home, Will, is that it gives them the opportunity on LAN.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much more important on LAN. You're not relying on a connection. You're not relying on a server. You're not relying on a specific ping. You're not relying on a certain shot going your way. It's going to be live. It's going to be on LAN, and you have one fucking match to do it. One match to do it. One match to prove that you have earned your spot to go to Worlds. Because I understand the sentiment out there of, I still will, forever in my mind, forever in the back of my mind. I think it was Fort Worth. I could be wrong here. I think it was Fort Worth, where all the teams moved on from pools. The 4th team was not eliminated. All teams moved on. And I understand the sentiment out there of who wants to see them get fucking rocked again in the next series? Who cares? They were the worst team there. They deserve to get sent home. I understand that sentiment. I get it. But at least for me in the World Championship, we already know what the format's going to be. The 4th place team, I believe, do we? I guess we don't. But either way, I would love for the opportunity that all the teams move forward for Worlds, because you've especially those, even if they get fucking rocked in their first series or whatever, and they start in losers and they get annihilated, just they've earned their spot to be there. I just want them to have that opportunity to make a statement. That's all. And whether it be causing that upset, who knows? At the end of the day, I just want to see more Halo being played, and these are the best teams in the world, regardless of the skill discrepancies, because we have big gaps. But yeah, I just want to see these teams competing. But yeah, the LCQ is back. Will, is there anything, I'm sorry, that you wanted to add?
I do agree that the World Championship should be, it should include those teams, right? Those 4th place teams. They made it there. They qualified. I think I talked about this last year as well, where it's I can see both sides of it. Because 1, you have to run your tournament in X amount of time on the day.
Right.
2, those teams did perform worse in their pool. They already had their chance. But if you seed it properly, they wouldn't play the same 3rd place team they played in pools. Maybe they have a better shot against another team. And more competition is always good, right? And gives them experience.
Agree with every point you made?
Yeah. Either way, we do have the last chance qualifier back at Charlotte. And I think it was last year. It was exciting. I can't wait to see it again.
The last thing I want to say is for anybody that is actually going to be in Charlotte for the event, try to make it over to those stations that those games are being played at. And like really cheer for the fucking teams that are competing, right? Let them know that you're there. Let them know that they can hear you and just give them your all as well. Because again, this is the last year, right? This is the last year for Infinite HCS in an official capacity. Got to make sure I put that on there. But this, I don't want to sound like a fucking Debbie Downer or anything like that, but like this could be these players' only opportunity. Like obviously I hope it's not their only opportunity. I hope they make fucking statements in the next game and work their way up and, you know, be on professional teams fighting for top placings. But this very well could be some of these players' last opportunity to qualify for a world championship and say that they made it there. So again, if you're going to be in attendance at Charlotte in person, then go show them that love and appreciation and just let them know that you're there. Because I bet that they'll appreciate that shit. Welcome back. Diplore with the 4-month resub. You get a woo! Thank you so much, Dip. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. That's it, Will, for the competitive news. Which means it's time for Rostermania! We love you too.
Oh my God. Rostermania this week, only one piece, and Wrighton's been on the wall for a couple of weeks with this one, but Omit officially signed Septify after he's subbed in and subbed out. Well, I guess he's just been subbed in. Omit's just been subbing out players for him week after week until they find the right fit, and I guess they finally did that. So welcome Septify to Omit. Good luck.
The only thing I want to add here, Will, is, okay, so again, like this is not official because Omit have yet to omit a player from their roster completely. If there was one to be like omitted, I guess it would probably be Breaking Shot because
he was the last one.
And he's the only one that doesn't have omit in his Twitter bio anymore. So that would make me believe that he got omitted from the roster.
I believe he tweeted free agent as well.
Okay, well that would, there you go. Xerxes says, to be honest, they can't get worse. I mean, they could though. They could not qualify for Worlds. They could easily be worse than what they are. I don't know if they could. Here's the shitty part, right, Xerxes? And again, this is no disrespect to the players because they're doing it. I'm not. I don't know if they can get better. Like, I know they can get worse because they could not qualify for Worlds, but I don't know if they could be better. That's what I'm very concerned about. That's what I'm concerned about. Sirion says he's not a free agent anymore. Hey, is that a little news there, Sirion? Welcome back, by the way, bud. They just in limbo. I really feel it feels like it's Will. You know what? You know what this Omit roster feels like? It feels like Matthew McConaughey in the fucking bookshelf of Interstellar. That's what this feels like right now for them.
You're gonna hate me. I've never seen Interstellar.
Oh, I'm not gonna hate you. I won't hate you for not seeing it. It's I like the movie. Well, I like Christopher Nolan movies, so I'm gonna like it no matter what. But like it feels like that. It feels like Matthew McConaughey just fucking like staring through. Oh my God.
I know chat's gonna roast me right now. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh man. Oh, there it is. Sirion says me, Envor Breaking Shot in common. Is that, hey, Sirion, was that due to Envor's tweet earlier today as well with just like the smiley face or some shit? I saw that, but obviously I didn't think too much into it, but I had a feeling roster shit was going on because it usually is. Also, 3 visits. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome to the show. Greatly appreciated. Omid has some banging socials though. Yeah, Will, did you fucking see the one where they this was so good. They tweeted out like something about winning a map or whatever against Optic, and like they they did the whole meme of the guy like biting the metal.
Champagne.
Yeah, and he's there at the bottom of the fucking row.
Yep.
Oh, it was so funny.
That's always a good one.
Oh my God. Siren says, no clue about the tweet he made. Not going to lie. Hey, don't worry about it. This is why we're locked in on this shit. You know what I mean? You don't need to worry about that shit. As long as you got a team, that's all that matters. Let us deal with the scrubbing through tweet bullshit. God damn. That team should make pools with points. Oh, well, fuck me. Well, then my point stands. I don't know if they can get better. That's what I'm curious about. And again, that's no shot to anybody on that team.
Something's going on.
Yeah, what are you going to do, right? Will, thank you for going through that. And like you said, good luck to him, man. Upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombat.com. Check out noobcombat.com for all your Wii Sports needs. The final LVT Pro League matches are taking place leading up to this LAN on Tuesday, August 26th. We have the LVT Pro League match of Envy going up against Complexity. On Wednesday, we have Shopify going up against FaZe. And on Thursday, we have Optic going up against TSM. Sirion says we scrim them sometime this week. It'll be interesting. Hey, wishing you guys the best of luck. And no, Siri, I did not say your fucking name. Stop. I know it sounds similar, but fuck you. All right. On Saturday, August 30th, we have the Obsidian Storm and Valerian FFA Prep Tournament number 1, which is really fucking cool. Shout out to them for putting that on. And Saturday, August 30th and Sunday, August 31st, we have the HCS Open Series Road to Charlotte week number 3 for North America. And then for all other regions, ANZ, MX, and EU on Sunday, August 31st. So make sure to go check those out. Also, Zypersonic, I apologize. I didn't say welcome back to you. Welcome back to you. Welcome back to everybody that's tuning into the show. And that's it for upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcombat.com. Check out noobcombat.com for all your Halo Esports needs. Will, before we quickly move on to the Scrim Tournament League recaps, I got to ask you, just really quick here. Envy Complexity, who you got?
Envy.
Same. Shopify FaZe.
Shopify.
I agree. And then Optic TSM.
TSM? No, Optic.
Oh, you almost got me. Official, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Scrim Tournament League recaps. Well, what do we got?
Yeah, speaking of Pro League, let's get into some results here.
Do it.
Over the last week, FaZe won 4-0 against Complexity. Shopify won 4-0 over Envy. SSG won 4-1 against TSM. And with that result, TSM is officially eliminated from the LAN qualification.
Yep.
Optic 4-0 Complexity. SSG 4-2 against Omit. Game 3 Strongholds, Josh. You have the note here.
Go for it. Go for it.
Strongholds on recharge. SSG 250-0. Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah. Next series wasn't so great either, bud.
The FaZe versus Envy?
Look at that Strongholds game.
Is this going to get removed? Because just like Solitude Stronghold? Anyway. FaZe versus Envy. 3-2, or no, it's a best of 7. 4-3.
Oh, sorry.
FaZe.
Yes, I gotta update
That's
that.
fine.
We literally did not go live until the series was over, so I did not update that. I'm sorry.
Game 3 Strongholds on recharge. 250-1 going to Envy. And then the Game 5 Slayer on Origin, Envy won 50-28.
So you could take this one of two ways, Will. You could take this as FaZe are washed now, which they won the series, but don't worry, Reddit's going to say they're washed. Okay, that's what that is. And then also, Will, they did it. They fought back the Origin bugaboos, and they dominated FaZe on that game. It's
no back rocket play.
Yeah, no back rocket play. You know what I mean? Just fucking turned that shit around. Did not do that shit again. And look what happens. Do you see what happens when you don't do that? Oh, man. But it's online. I don't fucking care. But it's still a good win for them.
Yeah.
They didn't win the series, but, good game win for them. All thanks to me. That's right. I'm telling you, man. Descendant went back. Listen to me fucking just ream him about it. He's like, guys, Josh said don't do this anymore. We can't do this anymore. It definitely wasn't Yaxton or anybody else on the team telling him not to do that shit. It was definitely all me.
Yeah, all you.
That's it. Jesus Christ. Go ahead, Will. I'm sorry.
All right, all good. HCS Open Series Road to Charlotte Week 2 results in Australia and New Zealand. Top 2 here.
Mm-hmm.
The B team, which was Chef, Divinity Plasma, and Cheese. I think it's Cheesin.
Yep.
And then Mind Freak taken first, as always.
Again, it's delayed. I'm sorry.
Why is the button delayed? What happened?
What
did you do?
It wasn't even that though. Too. It's not just that. I should say. The hitting the record button as well. Like it took a fucking hot second for that to kick in as well. So.
All right. Blame the Steam Deck.
I blame technology.
Sure. Fair. If you don't know who Mind Freak is by now, it's Barcode, Scoob Meister, Sways, and Rice.
Will, can we get a special shout out to Momo's Monkeys in third place there? Just for the team name. Like, that's it.
Yeah. Shout out to Momo's Monkeys.
Shout out.
I was going to try to read the names, but I already zoomed out of the graphic. So, shout out Momo's Monkeys.
Next time, take better than third place, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. From the Mexico region, your top 2. Alpha in second, Lure, Rort, Strikey, and Tapping Buttons. And in first was Akave, Acid, Drift, Magico, and Noble. I believe they've won all or both opens at this point. Akave have.
Correct. They also, the first time I think they did it in more dominating fashion. This time around, they did have to take it to a grand finals reset.
Yes, they came through losers bracket, but shows that they can do it.
Absolutely. And they typically do, so.
For EU, your top 2. Majin Club taking second. This was Bassos, Mighty, Septic, and Chick. And in first, Nemesis, Glory, SLG, Snipetrone, and Woodham.
I don't even know what their streak is at this point.
No, they've just been dominating every week.
They have. They truly have.
All right. And then for North America. Well, I'll run through top 8 here since most of these are teams, solidified teams.
You got to give Omit their
omit their shout out for top 8.
That's it. Tota, I'm thinking, welcome for the fucking show. I should say welcome back. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Will.
Top 8. In top 7, 8. Here we go. Omit with Huss, Lethal, Septify, and Spartan. An Unreal Nightmare, Breaking Shot, Sirion, Common, and Envor.
Mm-hmm.
Your top 6, TSM and Complexity. In fourth was Cloud9. Third went to Space Station. Second, Envy, and taking it home was Optic Gaming, minus Renegade, plus Snakebite.
Hell yeah, dude.
Brackets and VODs are included in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. Exclamation point, show notes in chat.
And also, got to give a shout out here to, I know it's online, you know, everybody knows my thoughts on it, but like, got to give a shout out to Envy for getting there to the second place. Yeah. Really cool to see for them. Hopefully the work is paying off for them. Obviously, you know, taking phase to that game 7 in the Pro League match, literally just before we started the show. Really cool to see there as well. Again, wanting to see this practice pay off, but at the end of the day, online's online. I need to see this pay off where it really matters. Need to see this pay off at Charlotte. And this is where it really fucking matters for qualifications for Worlds. So they need to be working their ass off to try to get that better seed going into the main event of the year. So again, good for them on these placings that they're having. Really fucking cool to see. But I need to see where it really matters. And thank you, Will, for going through those always.
Of course.
We don't have a topic this week. Instead, let's get to some regular news, which we have one thing for. Halo Infinite playlist update. This is my Halo support. So, Will, I think I was wrong last time because I thought that this had already been fixed, but from the wording of what this tweet says, it sounds like the initial update to Lattice did not necessarily fix the thing that was wrong with like the getting out of bounds.
Oh, interesting.
So therefore, and again, like that's me assuming, because again, based off the wording of this message. So Halo Infinite playlist update by Halo support. The Ranked Arena playlist was updated to increase the appearance of non-Slayer modes. So hopefully, for folks that have been, Will is clearly clapping here, hopefully if you've been getting a lot of Slayer games previously, as much as I fucking love the mode, I wouldn't want to see it all the time. Now hopefully you're not seeing it as much. Will, you were clapping. Do you have any thought on that?
Yeah. It was to the point where like out of 5 games, it was Slayer like 3 or 4 of the time. At least for me. I don't know how it was for everybody else, but I was getting a ton of Slayer. And, you know, at that point, I'm like, I might as well just be in the fucking Slayer playlist if I wanted to play this much Slayer. So
you're not wrong. You were not wrong. Beth says, ironically, I've gotten Slayers more since this update. Well, isn't that just wonderful? But then the big one here, the map Lattice was updated to reduce instances of players leaving the intended playable area. The funny thing to me is that it says reduces. It doesn't just remove. So not a big fan of that, but
that makes me feel like the tricky wording, like when we talked about it before, where you pay close attention to the words they use sometimes.
Yeah.
Because they may have patched the one everyone found and knew about, but that makes me think there's other instances of being able to get out of the map somewhere else.
Remember the EAC bug and how there's specific wording? They didn't explicitly state that they fixed it. So
it's like less chance of occurrence or something like that.
Yeah.
And it still happens. I've still seen it recently, I guess within the last month or so.
They left themselves out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Those motherfuckers. That's it for the regular news. Got other games, watch! I thought about putting this into the regular news, but considering it is not in a Halo title, but instead a collaboration, thought I'd put it in Caught in Other Games Watch because this is a different game. An other game, if you will. So, words.
Yes.
Helldivers 2 and Halo ODST, the crossover you've been waiting for, arrives August 26th, which is tomorrow because we record the show on Monday. This releases on Tuesday, August 26th. This is by Joe Skrebels, Xbox Wire editor-in-chief. Helldivers 2 arrives on Xbox Series X and S next week, or this week, I should say, because this article came out last week, August 26th, and it's dropping in with a magnificently Xbox-themed surprise. Introducing the Helldivers 2 and Halo ODST Legendary Warbond, a collection of equipment you might just recognize. In the world of Helldivers, ODST stands for Obedient Democracy Support Troopers, which is fucking fitting. As every good soldier knows, nothing is more important than complete and total obedience in support of democracy. This set of gear is inspired by storied heroes and will allow you to join the ranks of the best of the best of the best. Comprising 4 weapons, 2 armor sets, and more, this Warbond will let you outfit yourself like those heroes. Let's dive into what's included. The Helldivers 2 and Halo ODST weapons include the MA5C assault rifle, the M7S SMG, the M90A shotgun, and the M6C SOCOM pistol. Okay? The Helldivers 2 and Halo ODST armor, the A9 Helljumper, the A35 Recon. Yes, you'll be able to earn Recon in Helldivers 2. And Feet First Armor passive applied to both the above armor sets. This passive allows your Helldiver Helljumper to make less noise when moving, become immune to leg injuries, and increases the range of discovering points of interest by 30%. That's kind of fucking cool.
It's not bad.
Yeah, no apparent fall damage, I guess you could say.
That's I guess so.
Or if they don't include feet with legs, you know? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, it's Helldivers too. Anything fucking goes, I guess. Next up, Helldivers 2 and Halo ODST capes and more. Honored heirloom cape. Should the wearer of this cape perish at the hands of Freedom's enemies, it is customary to pass the cape on to their bravest child during the funeral, inspiring the next generation to take up arms. And then the Eye of the Clandestine cape, or clandestine, I guess you could say, I don't know. Those who serve liberty from the shadows often elect to stay anonymous, moving this like traceless specters throughout the night. May they watch over us always. And more! The War Bond will also include ODST-themed player cards, a new player title, Rookie, and new vehicle pattern in a very familiar color, known as Mean Green. Laird says, nod to Halo's no fall damage. I hope that's actually the case, because that'd be kind of broken, but really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because, Will, you've played a lot more Helldivers than I have.
Yeah. In Helldivers, right, you have like the armor I wear gives me an extra set of stims, so I have 6 instead of 4.
Ooh, okay.
But yeah, if you do fall from a tall height and you can break your leg and then your guy's limping and you got to use a stim that magically fixes everything. So it's kind of, it's a cool set. It's cool that if it's a nod to the Halo's no fall damage, if that was, I'm hoping that was intended. That's really cool.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I will be checking this out.
Okay.
Have you talked about the legendary war bonds?
That's next up.
Okay. This is where the particulars come in.
Yes. Legendary war bonds. For those who have not played Helldivers 2 before, war bonds are optional collections of rewards that can be purchased through the in-game acquisition center. The content inside is unlocked gradually by playing, but you never need to worry about missing your chance. War bonds don't expire, meaning you can take as long as you need to get all the goodies inside. Legendary war bonds are a brand new tier for the game. The Helldivers 2 and Halo ODST Legendary War Bond can be unlocked for 1,500 super credits, which can be found in-game or purchased separately. Be aware, Legendary War Bonds cannot be unlocked with the new Premium War Bond tokens, also launching on August 26th. So, Will, as somebody who has played a lot more than I have, do you have like a currency exchange rate for like what 1,500 super credits would be if you've never played the game before and you just want to buy this immediately?
Well, here's the thing. It's almost like you can't just buy everything at once.
No, I'm talking about like, I assume this is like a battle pass.
Yeah, basically.
Right. So like what would like a 1,500 super credits be to unlock the battle pass? Like to start earning the rewards.
It might be $15-$20.
Okay.
I would put it like, yeah. And the Helldivers does the thing where they put the super credits back in the pass.
Oh, okay.
So you can, like, if you buy one pass, you almost pay for it, I think, by going through and getting the other super credits. And super credits are even found in game. Like sometimes you can get them just by playing the game, which is awesome.
That is awesome.
I think it's rare. It's rare to find and get. And I've noticed they were much more prevalent at the beginning of the game, like when the first battle pass was out.
Okay.
I really haven't seen much of it lately, but I haven't been playing as much lately. So there's that as well.
Okay. Gummy says, good morning from Japan. Gonna have to watch back the show later. Hey, fucking good morning to you.
Good morning.
And hope you have a fucking splendid day over in Japan. That's crazy.
They aren't doing the super credit give back with this one.
Ugh. It's a special one. Yeah, it costs 1,500 layered. Yeah, because they did state, Will, like the legendary ones are brand new. Like this is a brand new thing that they're introducing to the game, and this is the first legendary war bond that they're doing.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I have super credits saved.
Yeah.
From just playing the game. I might have the 1,500, and then I'm maxed out on war bonds, so I can hopefully fly through as much as the pass if I do decide to unlock it.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sick. And if anything, I think this clearly they state like this is the brand new tier for the game. So I assume this is going to open up the floodgates of opportunities to have different legendary war bonds with different collaborations with different IPs.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they wanted to do like this would be something, because this franchise has been dormant for so fucking long. But like if they did a Killzone thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Because again, this is a Sony published game that is coming to Microsoft consoles. So cool to see them kind of getting their hands dirty with that. That's nice to see. And yeah, this could just open up the opportunity for additional legendary war bonds, different collaborations. Who knows? But this was easily the most kind of sought after one, I guess you could say, that fans have been waiting for. So really cool to see that they're actually doing it. And for those who have not seen it yet, go watch the trailer, because they literally did the thing. Like they basically made it like you were watching an ODS, like the Halo 3 ODST game trailer. But it was Helldivers 2. It was really, really well done. So, really fucking cool. And I hope it does well. I hope it, like I said, I hope it does well, and I hope this leads to further opportunities. Yeah. And I'm glad you're going to be checking out, Will. I'm excited to hear your thoughts on it when it releases.
Yeah, I can't wait for the influx of level 1 gamers.
I mean, hey, if I pick the game back up, it'd be that for me. I would be the one getting my fucking ass rocked, and people in mechs all around me and be like, oh, what the fuck's going on? All right, Will. Typically, you know this. The audience, I hope, knows this as well. But for those who don't, typically we don't talk about big speculative things. Okay, we typically wait to talk about something when it's officially announced, because then we know it's concrete, so on and so forth. But we'll lean into this one for a second. Legend potentially eyeing Call of Duty. This is by many. So this kind of started off, right, Will, where there was that, I think it was Hex, that talked about how Legend is heavily thinking about moving over to Call of Duty once this year of Infinite's over.
Yes.
There's that. It kind of felt like an offhand comment at one time, like for a moment there, but he said it. So there you go. Then we had a little bit of silence, so on and so forth. And then there's been some of these accounts that have come out that are predominantly in the Call of Duty space that have put out a couple different tweets. One of them being that SSG, Space Station Gaming, are looking to try to get a spot in the Call of Duty League, which has been a thing for a long time. Like they've been looking for a way to get in for a long time. And then additionally, like taking it a step further, there are tweets out there from these leaker accounts or whatever that are saying that SSG are potentially eyeing Legend. If they do get into the league, they're looking to pick up Legend for the roster. And again, I don't know how necessarily true this was, or if he was feeding into it or whatever it is, but Tyler of SSG retweeted one of those tweets and said, real, by the way. So again, don't necessarily know. We could have reached out and just asked, like, hey, is this real or not? But like, whether it's trolling or not, it sounds like there's more and more internal evidence that is leading towards SSG wanting to be included in the league and Legend wanting to move over in some capacity as well after this year. So, Will, I know sometimes, right, we talk about Call of Duty League and so on and so forth because we talk about how much the rocker are ass and all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm curious your thoughts here if you have any. Like, we've seen multiple times where Halo pros will transition over to Call of Duty and have either some success or amazing success.
Yeah.
What do you think with Legend here?
I think Legend has shown immense skill in Halo. And I feel like he's at an age where he could adapt to Call of Duty. I think if SSG were to enter the scene, it would give me another team to root for. So maybe like if they do well, like the rocker aren't, we can still make fun of the rocker, but still be like, hey, SSG is doing the thing.
It's true.
We don't know what HCS is going to look like in 26.
Correct. Nor 27.
We don't know yet. It always sucks to see players move away from Halo or Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
But if they need to do this for their career, if that's what they want to do to keep playing and stay relevant, which you kind of need to do in the esports space, I'll always be cheering on the Halo homies who move over to Call of Duty.
I agree with you there. And adding to that, right, it's Beth, if you're good at Halo, you're probably going to be great at COD. I hope if he decides to make that move, I assume, this is an assumption, I'm assuming that if he has success, he won't come back. Because now who knows, right? Who knows what the Call of Duty League is going to look like in 2 years? But typically you're making a lot more money over there than you are in the Halo space. So if he shows success in the Call of Duty League, if he does move over there and he does sign, with a legitimate organization, that salary, I'm going to go out on an assumption and say that salary is going to be more than what he'd make in Halo. Now I know he's on Optic right now. Like we know that the top teams pay out significantly more than the others. But even that significantly more, it's relative, right? But yeah. I think it all comes down to if he moves over there, I think it all comes down to the type of success that he has. So.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, we're kind of rooting for him regardless. It'd be really cool to have another one of those notches in our belt as like people who talk about Halo to say, hey, look, we have another one that came over there and fucking dominated you guys.
Right.
Because I've been seeing like, I don't know if you've seen this too, but like there's been this discourse online about Apex players versus COD players. And have you seen any of that or no?
I've seen some comments. I was like, I'm not going to pay attention to this.
No, you're fine. Because as much as I don't agree with a lot of the things he says, Snipedown put out a tweet that was like, Halo folks wash all of you. Like, and it's true. It really does feel like those that come from the Halo space just adapt more easily to other esports titles. And again, I don't want people to take this the wrong way. It's never a knock against any type of other player in a different scene, right? That only knows their game. Like that's nothing against them. It's just, we've seen time and time again, a Halo professional at arguably the top of their skill move over to a different title and have immediate success. I mean, we're going to give a shout out to Shotzi in a little bit here, but we're having discussions now where is he the best controller player of all time, right? Where the conversation is either formal or him.
Mm-hmm.
So take that for what you will. That's it for Kind of the Games to Watch. It's time for Will's Adventures of the Nailovers Other Games too. Will, what did you happen to play over the last week?
I've played 2 games. Started It Takes Two. And
you've played 2 games, and one of them is It Takes Two?
Yeah. Shameless plug. If you want to see the gameplay, maybe check out the Patreon for Pro Talk Plays.
Do it. Fucking do it.
I'll say it was a great time, and I'll be getting back to it. And then obviously played some Halo Infinite, doing the things to get the challenges done, jumping in some firefight now and then, ranked, whatever. Lattice spawns are the only thing I'll talk about, because the one that I fucking hate is you spawn blue staring at the back wall and you gotta completely turn around to get back into the
map. Ew.
Anyway, yay Halo. Smurfs are still a problem. Fix your fucking servers. I don't know. That's my Halo experience right now.
Lattice spawns are fucked. Put Streets Oddball back. Reduce the camo time. That's really fucking weird. That's one of the spawns though.
Yeah.
That's really fucked. Like, I remember the fucking meme at the beginning of the game where, like, when the game launched, right? And when you're spawning into the game itself, you're facing behind your team and you could walk off the edge of the map if you weren't paying attention.
Yes.
And then they made that into one of the intro animations where the player would stand back and then turn around and be like, oh, I fucking gotcha.
Yep.
But no, that's just an actual fucking spawn. Great.
Yeah, I think there's a spawn in Lattice and Blue that you're like facing you're facing the outside of the map when you spawn. You have to turn to get back into the map.
That's so fucking stupid. Oh shit. Diode with the 21-month resub and Loyal Wolf with the 8-month resub. Actually 12, I should say. Thank you both for the resubs. You get a woo-woo! Thank you.
Thank you. I suppose I played one match of Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, damn.
I went through I didn't know what the fuck to do day.
Sure.
I played Siege. I won MVP of the map.
Damn, you get back on that shit.
Yeah. It was just quick play.
Fuck it, dude.
They've changed how the pick bans go for operators that I wasn't used to. But
good or bad?
It's interesting. So
okay.
You start off on attack, right? And then the quick, and this might just be quick play. I don't think it's ranked, but you ban one operator, and then 2 rounds in, you ban another operator, and then another 2 rounds in, there's another ban, and then after the halfway point, you switch sides, and all the bans go away, and then now if you're defending, now you're banning attackers, right? So then you ban again every couple maps, you ban. And it was just a little different, but in the first round I got 3 kills just by rappelling on the side of the building and shooting into the window of the site. And I hit some shots I just didn't expect this to hit. I think I was on the watching the Rainbow Six Major buff.
Sure.
I was jiggle peeking the wall and all that crap. But yeah, played 1 game of Siege.
I love that. And that you retired back on top?
Yep. I got MVP. I was the, most points of in the match cause I think I was tied for most kills on my team, but I did I scanned enemies with the drone and found the bomb and
God, look at you.
Used my utility very well. So, yeah, 1 game and I was out.
Bro's just the fucking greatest team player of all time. First game back. Jesus Christ.
Honestly, it was probably you haven't played in 3 years. Let's put you in a bronze lobby type of thing. That's what it felt like, honestly.
Well, I'd like to. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say that's all I played. But if you had more,
no, I just wanted to add something completely irrelevant, but I thought was funny because we briefly mentioned earlier that Omit's social game is on point.
Mm-hmm.
They put out a tweet 3 hours ago. It says, can't win them all. Or any, actually.
Oh. Oh, man. At least they're like, poking fun at themselves.
Oh, I mean, it's a social guy that's fucking poking fun, but yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Never change.
Anyway, Josh, what did you play this last week?
I played one game, and I'm going to make the joke because this is going to be the game that I made the joke for, last year or the year before, whatever. Sword of the Sea!
Instead of Sea of Stars?
Yeah, this is my new Sea of Stars! It's great. It's fucking great. It's literally like Journey and Abzu. If you put the two together, you get this video game, and it's great. And the thing that I love that they did to it, because it can be a short experience, right? It can be like 3 hours. If you just go through it and you just mainline it, you can get through it in about 3 hours. But the really cool thing that they did for the type of game player that I am is that they added collectibles. And they added a couple different kinds. And the thing that I really love about it is, so like I said, it's like if you took Journey and Abzu and you kind of put them together. What I mean by that is, there's no voice acting in the game or anything like that. There is text, but there's no voice acting, and it is, basically what you do is you're trying to get to a location. Like you're going on a journey through these beautiful landscapes, and you're trying to get to this location and trying to uncovering some mystery, right? And basically the whole premise is the heat in the sand versus the cool in the water. Okay. Don't really want to get into it much after that. It is one of those things that you should experience for yourself if you're interested. And it's on PlayStation and PC. It is on the PlayStation Plus Extra tier. So if you're paying for that monstrosity, you can get this for quote unquote free. I believe other than that, it's $29.99 US. And if you liked Journey, if you liked Abzu, if you liked the Pathless, this is literally like that. Except somehow, some way, it looks even better than you think it would. It performs really fucking well. And yeah, this is that Sea of Stars moment for me this year, is this game. I've been looking forward to it ever since it was announced, and it's definitely delivering it. So, Sword of the Sea, I recommend it. Warrior Bros with the brand new sub. Thank you so much. Not only that, but the follow and sub right away. Thank you so much. You get a woo! Greatly appreciated. Riz says, finally beat Cyberpunk in the DLC. Fantastic game, would highly recommend. Whoa. Bro comes in here, follows, subs, and then drops 10 gifted.
What the hell?
Been listening to the podcast on Apple for a minute. Finally happy to catch one live. Warrior, what the fuck, dude?
Appreciate that so much.
What the fuck?
Let's go.
Warrior, have you been, you say you've been listening on Apple, like an Apple device, right? But you've been listening on Pocket Cast. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Still not dead. Still not dead.
No, seriously though. Holy fucking shit, dude. Thank you so much. You know what that means. Warrior with the 10 gifted subs, you get a woo! Thank you so much, man. Fuck, dude.
I'm sorry, I'm hearing an echo of woos from another device in the house, Josh.
Oh shit! Shout out Ashley. Let's go. back to what Riz said here briefly. He said, would highly recommend. Now I'm working on a small indie game called Fretless. Hey, Riz! I started that like 2 weeks ago. I hope you enjoy. I'm curious your thoughts on it. God damn. All right. Yeah, I only played fucking one game. I don't remember. Will, honest to God, I don't remember if I played any Halo. I know we did not do the play date because it was a fucking hell of a week last week. But I don't know if I played anything else. Like, that's how weird last week was. But either way, it's time for some shoutouts. Ashley says, those must have been loud considering I'm in a whole other room on the other side of the house. I mean, Will, for what it's worth, like when you wooed for Ashley, well, I think it was last week, like we also heard it on the stream. So, and that was in another room.
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday to Spiteful, Ryanoob, and Renegade. Hope your birthdays were amazing. We talked about this very briefly, but congratulations to Shotzi on winning the Esports Controller Player of the Decade award. I believe this is a brand new award, as a matter of fact. So congratulations to him. Shout out to everyone who joined in the 8s. I know 8s have been popping off lately. So shout out to everyone who's been joining in those. Shout out to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show. That includes Bike Messenger, thank you for the follow. Wait, am I missing something here? Wait. Oh, it's just because of timing. This is how this worked out. Diode with the 20-month resub, but you'll also get another shout out in a minute. Beth with the 64-month resub. Hardy with the 9-month resub. Smiley with the 5 gifted, Fame with the follow, Dip with the 4-month resub, 3 visits and official with the follows as well, Diode with the 21-month resub, again because of timing, Loyal Wolf with the 8-month resub, I should say 12-month, Warrior Bros with the follow, the brand new sub, and the motherfucking 10 gifted on top of it. You all get a woo! Fuck. And then, of course, Will hinted at this earlier, stay tuned for some Pro Talk plays, but shout out to everyone who's a patron at the semi-pro and higher tiers. That includes Iro Boats, Shio, Blackout, Diode, Pancakes, Voodoo Man, Rostermania Jr., Snaggle, Raider, Hater, Peanut, Butt, One, Swole, Daddy Phantom, Riz, Zard, High Tech, Redneck, Goalie, Sniper, Heavy Rainfall, and our board. Thank you so much for the extra support over on the Patreon. Another big shout out to Elated Dartboard for that fucking spreadsheet. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey,
like,
hey,
fucking big shout out. Massive shout out. Tools! It's okay. You were fucking casting. It's all good, man. It's all good. We waited for the Pro League to finish because, yeah. You've been busy. We understand. It's okay. It's okay. Community creations. Halo memes every day. Reddit.com/r/Halo memes. Go check it out. Weekly coaching videos. Videos by Piggy. He states, going to start posting a short weekly coaching video on my YouTube called 5 Minutes with Piggy. If you want to gain a deep understanding of the game and improve Halo IQ, subscribe to my YouTube and be on the lookout for the very first video announcement. YouTube.com.
Really cool.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, please.
Piggy, I ask. Just follow through with it. We've had I've seen other pros like try to do this type of stuff, and it always like a few videos come out, then it falls off. Right? Please stick with it. Please.
And like we know, like we've had members in this community that have utilized your coaching sessions in the past. And so, and knowing how much it's helped them and improved their game from what they've told us and from what we've seen, like just having that opportunity to have those little segments on YouTube that people can easily digest, I think is going to be wonderful. So I agree with Will completely. Please fucking do it. And please be consistent. Mm-hmm. All right. And then finally, Community Commendation nomination submissions are now live. This is by Ranger Callie, and she states, it's time! Community Commendations are now live. You can officially submit your nominations for the best in the Halo community starting today. This is your chance to spotlight the people, groups, and creators who make Halo what it is at the link provided in the Google Doc of the show. It's the show! ! Show notes in the chat like Tools has done. Get your submissions in by September 17th. This project is about celebrating the community by the community. I can't wait to see who you all highlight, and if you want to be a part of the process or a committee member for a certain category, please reach out so she can go over those expectations, Twitter DM or Discord. I'll be working with Halo Respawn on housing all related updates and news. Follow them to stay up to date on all stages of this project. Coming soon with community transparency, followed by finalists, spotlights, and voting. So there you go. If you're interested in putting up some nominations, please feel free to do so. There's a shit ton of amazing people and amazing communities and organizations in this space. Please go highlight them. Please go give them their flowers. And hopefully they earn an official commendation for this. And hell yeah. And Tools, we appreciate you greatly. Thank you very much. Tools. Oh. Will?
Yeah.
I may have sounded like this all show, but this is it. We've made it to the end.
You did it.
So please do me a favor and plug this motherfucker.
As we talked about previously, we have our Patreon where we do a little extra content for you, extra video show, audio show. Go check it out if you're interested. Patreon.com/HCS Pro Talk. As always, you can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We're on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, and others like Josh's favorite.
Pocket Cast, still not an ad. Also, I have an idea for the actual 5 Minutes with Piggy show. That shouldn't be called 5 Minutes with Piggy. It should be called Getting Down and Dirty with the Piggy.
Getting Down and Dirty with Piglet.
That's it.
There it is.
See, Piggy, you should be coming to us. Like this is what we do. This is what we provide for this community. Is awful names for content. Tools says Piggy Pro Pointers. Tools, that's fine, but that sounds like a segment on our show. You know what I mean? Like Atashi's tantalizing tidbits or a snakebite stimulating statements. It sounds like it'd be a segment on our show. I respect it regardless. So Piggy, there you go. We've given you two options.
There it is.
Yeah. You're welcome. We'll expect the check in the mail.
Sure. Linktree. We have one of those where you can find everywhere we are, which includes Discord, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and our merch site as well. Linktree in chat.
Check them out.
Or just search HCS Pro Talk on Google. We'll pop up somewhere and you can find it all. And then, if you actually go to hcsprotalk.com, that doesn't exist anymore. You get directed to haloevolved.co.
Your home for Halo.
We do have our own little section of the site. Podcast Evolved has been kind enough to host us for some time now. Mm-hmm. And while you're there, check out their great shows such as Podcast Evolved, Mission Debrief, Halo TV Plus, Book Club, Build with Blogs, Halo Headlines, and Halo Gear Guide. And Josh, that's all I got for this week.
Oh, fuck yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for episode 404. Errors and all. The live show. We'll be back next week to talk about the finale of the Pro League matches, as a matter of fact, as we gear up for the LAN that is going to be taking place very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. And I'm also going to assume that by the time the next show rolls around, we may have the new Road to the World Championship blog posts, because those typically come at the end of the month. So as long as Tashi's planning on doing one for August, that should be in the next episode. And as we always say, there's always something to talk about. So ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for us. We'll be back next week. Talk about God fucking knows what. But until then, I'm going to go blow my goddamn nose. We'll see you next week. Until then, bye-bye.